This is a Steam Greenlight trailer for Poxel Z, a unique open world, yeah, it's another UnitZ clone. Oh, don't worry, this isn't even the last of the UnitZ asset flips that we're going to be doing this week. I might as well just call this week UnitZ week. This is yet another example, I believe this is the 4th or 5th example now, of UnitZ, the asset pack that was bought from the Unity asset store, being sold on Steam under a different name. Although, to be fair, with this one, there's something a little bit different about it. Just a little bit different about it. You're going to see that in a minute, and then you'll see why I did this one. Although I was going to do this one anyway, even if they didn't have this thing, but when you see the thing, you'll realise that of course I bloody did it. Should be coming up in a bit. Otherwise, there's not much to talk about, you know, it's the same old press F to pick up wood, the same old blocky gun textures, the same trees, the same HUD, the same everything, really, you know. You can buy UnitZ from the Unity asset store for about 50 bucks. It's a self-contained game that people just keep releasing on Steam. They keep putting them on Steam Greenlight. So far, Uncrowded, of course, made it to Steam through Greenlight and can be sold, can be bought now, even though it isn't the developer's own original work, which is disgusting, of course. To its credit, Poxel Z, this one here, puts in a little bit more effort than the other ones do, and when I say a little bit, I mean a tiny amount of effort. The kind of thing that really could have just been achieved with a video or a Photoshop. Didn't really need to go on Steam Greenlight for 100 bucks. It's going to show up at any time now. They really did, considering the thumbnail for the game already gives away the quote-unquote joke. They really do spend a long time in this trailer leading up to it. Any moment now. I'll spoil it for you. They put my face on the zombies. Okay? That's what they did. I can't be bothered waiting for the game to fucking blow its load and turn up with it, but that's what they did, so of course I bloody did it. I didn't believe in the oh, there it is. There we go. Hilarity all around. That's the joke. That's the one thing that separates this from Pixel Z, or the other ones I've done. Day Survival Begins, and Field Z, and Uncrowded. That was it. There's another one. Hilarious. Yeah. Just for the record, I did not give my permission to have my likeness in the game. I don't. I mean, I will think it hilarious if the developer tries to hit me with a copyright strike or something like that. No, I've not given my permission for my likeness to be used in the game. I don't. Yeah. It just... Not particularly brilliant, is it? Is the trailer nearly done? Oh, it's winding down now. Yeah. Anyway, all that bollocks aside, the developer is interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Let's have a look at that. So the weird thing about this developer is that they've been deleting comments critical of it, which you'd think would be weird for a game that seems to quite clearly be a joke. I mean, you look at the description, it calls itself a unique horror survival sandbox open world game with visual novel elements, influenced by the late work of D.W. Griffith, and in its storytelling by the logical empiricism of the Vienna Circle. It goes on and on and on about that kind of stuff. Like, really, you think they've just, like, spent $100 to make a gag out of all of the other UnitZ games. You know, we've got fake, or I don't know if it's fake or if they've just been ironically posted quotes from the gaming community. You know, let's see. Look, they've pretended that I've made a quote about the game. It's not Skyrim, but honestly, I'm massively aroused by this. Can't wait. Jim S. journalist, kind of. 10 out of 10 game of the year, like Skyrim with Jim Sterling. So clearly the person is being funny with it. And yet, critical comments have been deleted. And the developer is being really, really defensive on the comments page. So I have no idea what their angle is. I don't know what the vig on this action is. The only thing you can call it is Sterling bait, which, as I said, I didn't believe existed because I didn't believe what I do on YouTube was particularly attention-grabbing to be worth baiting me. You know, I'm not your PewDiePies or anything like that. I'm not your Markipliers or any of that sort. So it just seems like a waste of money to me to try and get my attention. I mean, obviously it worked, because of course it did. If I see a fucking thumbnail with my face plastered on it, obviously I'm going to cover it, why wouldn't I? So that's weird. I mean, obviously if everyone does it, then it won't be particularly interesting and I won't do it, so do be careful, those of you who think that's a good way to get attention. I'm just very weirded out by it. Not in an uncomfortable way. I mean, you won't be the first person who's ever fantasized about killing lots of me over and over again. It's just... I just can't work it out. I can't work out the point. Oh well. People will do with their money what they will do.